Hello friends, this is Brad Hallwell, otherwise known as Pug Weasel, and today I am doing a beer review on Shift by New Belgium. So you may notice that I put on a couple today, put a couple videos on today, and the reason is that I bought a 4-pack of single beers to do reviews on, and I also bought a 4-pack of this because I really like it, and I'm going to tell you why here in just a little bit. But so I'm trying to get some practice in on my beer reviews and improve on them, and so this is a part of that. Shift beer is a pale ale. It's 5% alcohol by volume. Beer Advocate gives it an 83, which is good. And let's give it a pour. I'll tell you the truth. I usually don't pour this into a cup, or I'm sorry, a glass. And I'm actually on my third take, so what you would normally see in something like this, let me see if I can pour and make it, hopefully get a head on it the way it should have on it. There it is. There's a little head on this, but really you should get a little bit better head on this when you pour it right out of as soon as you open the can. It has a nice head that stays, a nice relatively thick foam. You'll also notice, I'll pull it in just a little bit closer and try to show you that there's some bubbles that are sticking to the sides of the glass, giving you the impression that it is a very carbonated beer, but it actually has a very nice balance when it comes to carbonation, and so don't worry about that. And I wish I had gotten it right on my first take so that you could see that the head really does stay. It's not staying on this one. But again, it's my third take and it's been out of the refrigerator for a bit. So, in any case, let me just tell you what I'm tasting. Mellow, hoppy flavor. It's not overwhelming. And then right at the end, I wouldn't even call it aftertaste, right at the end, you get a hint of a grapefruit type flavor on your taste buds, and it really makes for a very nice finish. I think that you'll like it. I would suggest this beer for just about any type of food, from a fillet to a light salad. I would also suggest this beer for when you're sitting around with friends drinking and you're having a few beers. This is an excellent beer for that. I was out Friday night, went to see a friend of mine's band, and that was the first thing I asked for. They didn't have it, so I had a Boulevard IPA. But just a very versatile beer, and you really can't go wrong with it. It's, for those of you who may be new to craft beers, it may be new to drinking something that's a little darker or a little more exotic than your domestic beers. I think I would suggest this. It may be a little bit on the. It may be a little much for you if you're used to your American domestic beers, but if you're really looking to get into it, it's not overwhelming. It's something you could try and get into and probably like. You might start with something a little bit less risky, like a Boulevard. Pale ale, Pilsner, something like that. But I just think this is overall, it's a really good beer. So, you might try it. In any case, that's my review of Shift Pale Ale. And again, I'll tell you, I know a lot of people are anti aluminum can. I don't know if they line this or how they line this, I should say, but I would usually drink Shift right out of the can. I don't have a problem with it. It doesn't have any kind of aluminum or tinny taste that leaves with you. So this, I think there's some new technology out there with cans that is doing really well. And so I don't think you need to be afraid of cans anymore. So don't feel like you have to dirty up all your dishes to have a beer anymore. So again, I'm Pug Weasel. This has been a review of Shift by New Belgium, and As I always do, my other channel is the Black Guy White Guy Show. I'm Brad, the Black Guy from the Black Guy White Guy Show. You can find our podcast, Politics from a Midwest Perspective, at www.blackguywhiteguy.com. You can find us on iTunes. Just punch in the Black Guy White Guy Show. You can find us on Twitter at BGuyWGuy. You can find us here on YouTube. Just punch in the Black Guy White Guy Show. And hope you have a good evening.